Pretty good.
Good.
All right. Cool. Well, everything seems to be in order. Can hear you guys. You guys look amazing. Excited for an
Yeah.
evening of some good music. I just need to get one of my kids to bring me a beer at some point. I'll be perfect. So yeah, so we have Sam Manville. He's fiddling with his computer. He's going to join us in a few minutes once he gets that sorted. And yeah, here it is. Welcome to 2021. What do you guys think? Should we
Yeah.
everything good? Should we get the show started here?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to play our fancy little intro clip first, and we'll get started. I'll come back in a minute. Yeah, get the blood flowing. A little live music. Man, it's like we did our first stream. This is stream number 36. We started last. I don't remember how long ago is this thing started. I don't know, like 10 months ago when we thought things were bad. Now 10 months later, we're still doing it. So yeah, 2021. Here we are. Here we are. So thank you guys for sharing the love of live music with us and all our fans out there on the internet. Everyone's dying for live music. Get the music going, get their blood flowing, feel the energy. There's no stage to go to, but at least we can look on our phones and get you guys dialed in from the internet. So yeah,
Looking forward to it.
so I'm here. I'm your host, John. I always forget to introduce myself. So I'm doing that now. That's my New Year's resolution, was to introduce myself. So I'm John. I'm here in Camden.
Hi, John.
Hello. And yeah, we started this project a couple years ago. The idea was to kind of catch the Camden music scene and all the great bands that come through Camden. And Camden, we're super lucky because we get a great mix of big bands and up and coming bands and all different genres. This is some quite heavy activity in metal and in punk, but really we have everything in Camden. So folk music, roots, classic rock and roll, jazz, reggae. There's an area that does a lot of classical music also. So if you love music, Camden is definitely the place to be. And yeah, we started doing the directory and just trying to tap into what's going on here, because if you love music, the challenge is always to listen to new music, because we find stuff we like and then you end up in a rut. So a few years ago, I decided I was just going to change my playlist and find new stuff. And all I had to do was just catch the bands that were coming through Camden. That was just an ongoing source of new music, and it just really got me excited about music again. And we thought, hey, let's put a website together and collect all this stuff and share it with everybody. So yeah, so that's kind of been our journey. And then, of course, over the last 10 months, there haven't been a whole lot of gigs. So we've been lucky enough to reach out to you guys in the convenience of your own home and living rooms and home studios, and plug you guys in and share it out across the internet. So thanks for joining us. So yeah, so I'm in Camden, actually not so far from the picture behind me. I'm just up somewhere between Kentish Town and Belsize Park, just 5 minutes walk down the road to Camden High Street. Where are you guys tonight?
I'm in.
We are in
I'm in.
Oh, sorry. Harry, why don't you say what you are first?
Right. I can't see you guys, which I'm realizing is a tricky thing.
Okay.
I don't know who's talking, but I'm in Amsterdam.
You're in Amsterdam, but you're originally from the UK.
Originally from the UK.
Right. Cool.
But yeah, love it here. Got a bike. Just living the life.
Everyone's got a bike in Amsterdam.
Yeah. It's the only way.
Cool. And you guys are in Helsinki, right?
Yeah, and greetings to Amsterdam. She's got relatives in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No way.
love it.
That's so cool. And Helsinki, I've heard good things.
But now, in Helsinki now, you guys are dark, like the whole day is dark, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We've got like maybe 5 hours of light, something like that.
So
Yeah.
so what do you do in those 5 hours? Do you go out and sun yourself or
Play in the
something,
snow.
or watch the sun slowly travel over the
Yeah,
horizon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else to do at the moment.
Play music. Awesome.
Play music, exactly.
Okay, well, we'll get you guys started soon. I had a couple of things to share. Hey, give me 1 second here because I forgot to bring the video clip in. I had a couple of things to share with you guys, so give me 1 second here if I forget to put it. I find myself this year very distracted. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just being at home so much, not getting enough exercise. And I always found going to the office or getting out cleared my head a little bit. And so now, so in the house so much, I feel really distracted by a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of bad news to catch my attention.
Hmm.
What did I do? One of the things I wanted. Give me 1 more second here. I just made this clip and I wanted to bring it in.
I heard Finnish is like a really hard language. It's one of
Yeah,
that. Can you guys hear me?
that's
Yeah.
Sorry?
I've heard it's yeah. I've heard Finnish is one of the most impossible languages to learn. I
Yeah.
like languages.
Yeah,
Is
people
it?
keep telling us that it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
must
think it's really
comment.
complicated.
All right, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this later because I screwed something up.
Yeah.
My excitement to get all this stuff.
Is it in
Give me 1
Finnish?
second. No, sorry, just in English.
Yeah, I only speak Finnish. Oh.
Maybe and right, like I said, I'm distracted today. I named everything in something I can't remember. Now I found it.
This is what rock and roll looks like in 2021. People on their computers.
This is what it is, right? We're like gamers.
Yeah.
Gamers and we all became like the same somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets better than this. Never thought I'd miss smell of old beer and sweat, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm good now. I figured it out. Right. So maybe Harry, if you're ready, we can get you going. What do you think?
Good to go, John.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe just a few words. Tell us about your music a little bit. So you have some background, and how'd you get into it? What made you want to start singing?
So I started my first band when I was 10.
Oh wow.
I was originally in a punk group as the drummer and the singer. Our first song was called "Mind the Gap." It was it went mind the gap. It's not hard. You don't need a map. And luckily the lyrics have got a bit better since then. And then skip forward about 12 to 15 years. I started playing with some guys again. I used to be a ski instructor in the Alps, and the main reason I got into music full time was because I broke my back, and in that period I had a year in bed.
Wow.
And in that year in bed I taught myself guitar, with the help of a friend, and read a lot of books, started writing songs, and a few years later, I'm doing it, and it's just, I feel grateful to one, be all right, and two, to be able to do what I love.
Wow, I mean, breaking your back's pretty serious. I mean, and you were out for a while. You were in full traction, the whole story.
Yeah. It was a long year, but it was like some people might have experienced with the lockdown. It's a great time to get to know yourself a little bit better, to know what you like and what makes you tick and what you want to do.
What did you discover about yourself?
I think I discovered that I was quite impatient.
Interaction, that's not a good discovery, is it?
When you're in bed, I think everyone gets a little bit impatient.
Right.
And then, but I also discovered that I got a lot better at being, just hanging out, like looking out the window, like I imagine some people have had the chance to do in this period. And I spent one whole day looking at an orange, because
it sounds very zen.
It was. I had so much time on my hands. I didn't know what to do. And after you've watched every episode of Peaky Blinders in Suits, you gotta do something else. But I found a lot of good things in that period. Read a lot of good books. Discovered
any book in particular that sticks out in your mind?
One of my personal favorites was Island by Aldous Huxley.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful. It's like rather than a dystopia like Brave New World, it's a utopia. So it's the idea of like a new modern world, the best way we can be, like the best schooling, the best parenting, the best, the best self, the best version of ourselves we can be. And I got really interested in that. So that, and another book, which is an old Chinese thing called the Tao Te Ching, which is like Chinese philosophy. It sounds like crazy man speak when you first read it, and then you go, wait a second, this is what it's all about, Nice. So I read a lot of that, and I was very inspired by that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we just got so much noise coming out of from all different directions. It's hard to just focus on a few thoughts, right? In a way, that's kind of a gift, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the distraction from so many different types of stimulant. Like I read this fact a couple of years ago, which was a man or woman in the 16th century would have only been exposed to as much information as there is in one copy of the New York Times today. So like 400, 500 years ago, there was a lot less to do, there was a lot less to look at. And so I think we have so much, and it's hard to know what to look at. Yeah. So having that time, which I think some people have at the moment, had that time to think, you kind of go like, okay, cool. I can think and I can understand what's going to make me happy, and that's what I'm really interested in, is how to be happy, how to be content. Because that's all we want, right? That's all we want to be, is just content. So
I like it.
That's my spiel for the day.
Nice. I have a little video clip of some of your latest videos. I can find out where.
Oh, nice.
That's what I got for you here. Let's check this out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Afterwards, yeah.
I don't know where to go. I've got 10 people I know stuck in sticky stuff. It gets tricky when you're low. It's a long life when you don't know where to go. I'm not sure what to say. Do you like it anyway? The money's pretty great, bet you're 20 you'll go grey. It's a long life when you don't know what to say. Have you written a friend, someone you trust to help you mend, someone to depend upon? Have you looked alive through some ordinary eyes? Tell if you can see now what nobody likes. It's a long life when you're trying not to try. I'm not Jesus, I'm just trying my I'm still swimming like the rest. We're all winners if we don't regret. No ambition makes no progress. Something said to you. We're all lost, but pretend. Let's get lost in your life. Something said to you. Maybe one day, near the end, I'll be lost in your life. In your life, in your life. So hear me out. I'll hear you out. Hear me out.
Yeah. I mean, we could listen to all that stuff. It was great. What a beautiful
Thanks,
place.
man.
Where were you guys? That is like the most beautiful forest in autumn like I've ever seen.
That's on our doorstep, Amsterdam. It's the Amsterdam Bos. It's a forest about 5 or 6 times the size of Amsterdam. You can get lost in it. It's amazing.
What a gorgeous
Really
place.
cool place.
I thought
Yeah.
for sure that was on the East Coast in the U.S. I didn't realize that the Dutch had trees like that.
Yeah. Oh, so some of those trees were filmed. We had some shots that were from like the more autumnal drone shots. Some of those are taken from US.
Okay.
So we mixed. We took some forests from around the world, but the main.
Like Aldous Huxley's island, it was your forest.
Yeah. It's an homage to trees as well.
Right.
That's what it is.
Beautiful shot, though. Beautiful shot. I love the tracks. They're very chill, very interesting, and I think very
Thanks,
positive. It has nice feeling listening to that music. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want to try and get across. I think when you first write something, you always write it for your out of your own personal experience.
Right.
And for me, it's normally something to kind of cheer me up and like understand something better. And then I hope when someone else listens to it, then they feel a bit lightened by it. That's what I want. That's the goal anyway. So if you liked it, then that's one more person on board.
There you go. Well, hopefully we'll find a few more tonight for you also. Cool.
That'd be awesome.
All right. So what do you got for us tonight?
So I've got first one. It's called "So Much Love." It's one of the top tracks on Spotify. So I thought, man of the fans,
All right.
play that one first. And then I don't know how many songs I saw on the thing. It said about 6. So you just tell me how long I got left, and I'll just keep going till you.
Yeah, I think that people usually do like 4 songs or so. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'll probably do two or three.
Thanks to your videographer, I see her holding the camera very steady. So well done.
Steady hand. She was the director of Lost in Your Life. So yeah.
Right.
Dear Joe. That's what we call her. That's her code name.
Good.
Okay. So this is the first one. It's called "So Much Love." I went down like a domino. I've seen things you don't wanna know, and I've heard of people that never grow. I know my pain is a gift if I got the blood from the offering, and I'm ready for death when it comes from me. So can't you see? There's so much love, so much love. I feel it in my arms and legs and toes. For you, yes, there's so much love, so much love. So why won't you let me through? Come on, come on, come on and let me. We all get stuck when we wanna move. Don't try too hard to find your groove. I've heard of people that blame the truth, they blame the truth. Sit back, relax, find a comfy chair. I'll be this close to take you there. And don't worry too much when you don't care. I'll be right there with so much love, so much love. I feel it in my arms and legs and toes. For you, this is so much love, so much love. So why won't you let me through? Well, come on, come on, come on and let me. Well, I promise you I will try to keep you feeling light. Yes, I promise you I will try to keep your wings afloat. And I promise you I will always go seek the truth. 'Cause I promise you that our lives will always feel well used. So let the walls tumble down and let the love break in. 'Cause in that lies happiness, and from there we can begin. To let me break down your fears and let the love pour through. 'Cause in that lies happiness for me and you. So come on and let me through. There's so much love, I feel it in my arms and legs and toes. For you, there's so much love, so why won't you let me through to love? So much love, I feel it in my arms and legs and toes. For you, there's so much love, so why won't you let me through? Dum, da, da, da. Come on, come on, dum, dum, da, da. Come on and let me through. Come on, come on, come on and let me through. Come on, come on, come on and let me through.
Yeah, right. I like that one. That's a good song.
Thanks, man.
Cheer us all up
Cool.
a little bit. I like that. Positive. Some positive vibes out there.
That's right. It's bread and the good stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. So what was on your mind when you wrote that song?
It's actually the idea of trying to love someone who doesn't love themselves enough to receive love, and and it just kind of came. I just was like, I was thinking about that idea, and then I kind of sometimes get an itch. You know, you get like an itch. Some of the other guys watching, girls might feel the same thing. You kind of get a little bit itchy, and you're like, I got to get this thing out, you know.
Right.
And that idea was going around in my head. Picked up my guitar, and I just was like, and that's when it started. And then the lyrics kind of followed from there.
Yeah, I'm not musical really. I can't write anything. I'm more just trying to hang in with you guys. But I do hear that some songs write themselves. People say that, like some songs just write themselves and they come to you somehow and magically just come out. Amazing.
It is very magical. The whole thing is like really magical to me. I find I love it. I don't think I could ever get bored of songwriting because it's always a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, you would think like after all of so many people out there with guitars in their hands, they would have written all the songs ever to be written already. But it's not
I know.
like this, is it?
It's really strange that everything we've ever heard is all on 8 notes. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It feels like if you said that to someone that had never heard music before, you'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense."
IBM has computer programs writing songs now that are all pop hits. So
No.
yeah, well, I mean, I doubt it. IBM.
Are they any good?
I mean, you know, they strip back all the formulas and the beats and the notes and layers and stuff, and they can reconstruct something that would torture you in an elevator. But I don't think they can make music. Or who knows?
God, I hope IBM don't put us out of a job.
Yeah, or, I don't know. I mean, you know, people using electronics. I mean, you know, a lot of sophisticated computer stuff, which we can use to help us make music. But I don't think it's going to take us out of the picture. Hopefully, maybe we'll have robots listening to music for us, and they'll just tell us if we like it or not. I don't know. Just do it that way. Okay, you got some more for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch up to this one. This is a new one. I wrote it the other day. Similar kind of thing.
Wrote it the other day, like yesterday, or like recently the other day.
Yeah, this what was today? It was Monday.
Okay.
Monday. It's Tuesday today. No, it was Monday last week. So last week, yeah. And I found this new guy in Holland who I just love, a guy called Jan, and we kind of come together and write. And this one's called Hopelessly Me. I found this little book. It's full of sayings, don't you take a look. There may be something there that might unhook You're mine, so don't be scared. It helps me question my tired mind. Check in for dinner, breakfast and lunchtime. To check the man's not keeping me blind. It's fine, so don't despair. And I feel it in my cell lines. Yes, I gotta get myself right. But how can I change something I can't see when I'm hopelessly me? I'm hopelessly me. I ran with horses till the dark set in. I've done with Buddhists over chips and gin. I took myself through a hopeless win. To be. But I'm hopelessly me, and I feel it in my cell lines. God, I've gotta get myself right. But how can I change something I can't see when I'm hopelessly me? Yes, I'm hopelessly me. We don't need no sky limits, we don't need no, cause your mind is your precious thing. We don't need no sky limits, we don't need no, your mind is the greatest thing. Yes, I'm hopeless in me, hopeless in me, and I'm proud to be, hopeless in me, I'm hopelessly me.
All right. I like it.
Thanks.
How'd that one come to you? What was the thought behind that?
It's the idea. So I'm reading this. This is going to be a plug for Matthew McConaughey. I'm reading.
Okay, he's a good man.
I'm reading this book, right, called Green Lights. It's Matthew McConaughey's autobiography about his travel and some writing, and him just being a wild guy. And he's talking about the idea of however much you travel, however you adventure, you do the craziest things. You wrestle a tiger. You go to the Amazon. Whatever you do, but you can't escape yourself. You can't escape the person who you are and what you have to do to try and be the best version of yourself. And he's very interested in chasing his best self. And so I was thinking, like, yeah, I guess I'll always be hopelessly me. Like, there's always going to be sides to me that I'm a bit clumsy sometimes. So there's always going to be sides that maybe I can't change, and that was the idea behind it, like the unchangeable things of yourself that maybe you need to accept.
Try to manage them. Try to make the most out of them.
Yeah, and that's okay, And then talking about some of the things that I had done that I'm proud to be myself for doing,
I always like this quote. I used to play a lot of golf. And there's a very famous golfer. His name was Lee Trevino, and he had a very unconventional golf swing, but he was a very good player. And someone said, "Hey Lee, how you playing?" He said, "Well, let me put it this way: my good shots, they're still good. The bad ones, they're getting better." sort of a way of thinking about my life a little bit.
I like that. It's putting a spin on it. So it's always like. Yeah. He talks about it in the book that he really believes that the world, by his way of looking at the world, he always believes that it's in his favor. And so, in some strange way, that if you believe that things are serving you or helping you out, then it becomes like what you believe becomes your reality, kind of thing. People like Joe Dispenza break it down scientifically. You should check him out if you know. He's an American psychologist and scientist and thinker, and he's amazing. He talks about kind of how we can shape our reality through our mind. And he broke his back too, and he healed his back through like intense meditation and stuff like that. It's really like, and he's a scientist as well, and you're thinking like, that can't be true. And you read his book and he breaks down these things, and it's really like, you're like, this is where kind of magic and science meet.
Yeah, of course.
And another great book I recommend. Cool. I've come to the book club, right? This is the book club.
Yeah, this is the book club. This is it. trying to think. I think this is why I think people enjoy listening to you guys talk a little bit and finding out more about you, because having a little insight into why you write songs or what's going on in your mind actually adds value to the music. And I think that this was what I love so much about live music, is you actually see the bands performing and you understand all the complexity of how they work together and why they're doing stuff. And, in as much as sometimes it's not very interesting because the bands are a bit flat or disappointing, or they're just trying to dial it in, I'd say in 99% of the cases, you learn more and you appreciate the music more after seeing it live. And you feel some connection with the band. And then a song you played before you met the band in a concert and the song you play the next day is all of a sudden a different song. And I think that's really cool.
Totally agree with that. And you get to know the person a little bit, and then you kind of, it makes more sense what they're saying in some way.
Yeah.
And that's really nice. I like that too. I like to hear a story behind the thing.
Yeah, that's great. And I think it's a shame. I grew up, I'm from New York originally, and I grew up with Madison Square Garden, which was where all the great bands used to go and play.
Epic.
Epic freaking place. And we were spoiled by guys like Springsteen, and Springsteen, it's so strange for me. In New York, they never had curfews, and Springsteen would play until like 2 a.m. and he would just go on, and they never chase anyone out. People would just be there all freaking night.
Get off the stage, man. You've done 6 hours set.
Yeah, I mean,
that's great. He just keep going. I heard that.
He would just keep going, and it was amazing. And he would tell stories, and we all fell in love with Springsteen. And then, if a singer didn't tell a story, then you'd be like, "What happened?" But now it's very different, where the curfews in all these places, and the bands play in very tight windows, and it's missing some of that fluidity and some of the unexpected nature of what can happen when you get up in a stage and you just feel the music and you just feel like doing whatever you want.
Maybe it will return when we all come back.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Yeah. Something different. Okay, what do you got next?
Trying to think what to go for. I think I'm going to go for Day Said You Do. Yeah, Day Said You Do. I'm checking with my producer Joe. Say, get a nod.
Where is she? Let's see her. Turn the camera around. Say hello.
She can't, because she's sort of balancing.
Or she like hanging into cables all over or something.
Yeah, she's suspended from the ceiling, like so one of those. Yeah, this one I released it on my YouTube channel, and it's probably going to be on. I'm releasing an EP later in the year, my first EP, which I'm really excited about. Made in London with Dane Ettridge, who's become my musical songwriter. He's a true gentleman. And this one's called Day You Said You Do. It's out on the Wake Smith YouTube. I was looking for some company. I thought I'd find it out on Venice Beach. A day spent in the hotel room, trying to wait till I could call you, but time it wouldn't move on the day you said you do. Everything is telling me I'm throwing away what I have already found in you, and it's not okay. But I need to know what you meant, 'cause I can't just forget the night the cold came through on the day you said you do. Oh, 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 oh. I was looking for the place to be, sure got $1 on the entrance fee. Stepped into the place next door in the hope that I would find more, but I'd fallen too on the day you said you do. 'Cause everything is telling me I'm throwing away what I have already found in you, and it's not okay. But I need to know what you meant, 'cause I can't just forget the night the cold came through on the day you said you do. Oh, oh, I've got this feeling I can't explain. I'm lost in LA. I woke up dreaming I saw her face. I'm lost in LA. 'Cause it was the way you said that I could not forget. I thought you'd never choose on the day you said you do. Oh, but everything is telling me I'm throwing away what I have already found in you, and it's not okay. But I need to know what you meant, 'cause I can't just forget the night the cold came through on the day you said you do. The night my walls fell through on the day you said you do. I thought you'd never choose on the day you said you do. That's that one. That felt good, man. Like the applause. Been missing it. Even the sarcastic one, you know. Nothing like it. Yeah. Shall I do the last one?
No, I'm sorry. I turned my mic off. Yeah. Yeah, why don't we get you another one? Keep it rolling a little bit. You gonna go to the piano?
I'm gonna go. Yeah? Piano? Okay. Just gonna go, yeah. Cool, let's do that. This is called Song for Grace. And it's it's another of my top ones on Spotify. So it's for an old friend, and it got used recently on a TV series called Vis a Vis on Netflix. So I started getting lots of messages about it.
All right, hope there's some royalties too.
That's right.
All right.
It's hard to admit when you're wrong, when you're right. You can say what you like, you can fight in the night. 'Cause the light's on, the light's off, 'cause you're there or you're not. It's hard to admit when you're wrong, when you're right. You can say what you like, you can fight in the night. 'Cause the light's on, the light's off, 'cause you're there or you're not. 'Cause I don't care, now you're gone. 'Cause I don't care, now you're gone. 'Cause I don't care, now you're gone. Take out the moon, back up the sun. Oh, don't go breaking my heart. You can say what you like, when you do as you might. You say it's alright when you turn out the light. Oh, don't go breaking my heart. You can say what you like, you do as you might. Then you say it's alright when you turn out the light. It's hard to admit when you're wrong, when you're right. You can say what you like, you can fight in the night. 'Cause the light's on, the light's off, 'cause you're there or you're not. Take down the moon, back up the sun. Take down the stars, extinguish the fire, take out the light and pick up the dark. Let the moonlight fade. 'Cause don't go breaking my heart. You can say what you like, you do as you might. When you say it's alright, when you turn out the light. Don't go breaking my heart. You can say what you like, you do as you might. Then you say it's alright when you turn on the light. And I'm preparing my spear for war. So get my battle sword, get my battle sword. The blade is sharp to the beat of a heart. We charge with no fear. You don't look back 'cause you can't hear. I know that a man can fall from grace, take an almighty little tumble and fall down on his face. And I know that the arrow can bring down the man, whether he's 6'5" or 5'6". It doesn't really matter anymore. Thank you.
That's right.
Those are some great tracks. Those are great tracks. Thanks for sharing that with us tonight.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
So what do you guys do? So you guys are camped out in Amsterdam. What got you out there?
Well, I like cycling. I found out, so I bought myself a bike.
And not like one of those big Dutch, those heavy Dutch bikes with like the grill on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, real deal. You know, just like something you could go to war with, kind of thing.
Right.
And yeah, I really like the way of life here. I think the Dutch have got a lot of things right. So the happiness, general happiness, the state of happiness here, I think is higher than a lot of other places that I've lived in. I've spent time in the UK, in Russia, in Cuba, in France, and around Europe in different locations. And I don't know, there's something about the balance, the work and the kind of hanging out, taking it easy balance, where they got it in a good measure. And
Amsterdam's
yeah.
a great city. Great city.
It's beautiful.
It's a major global city, but it's also very chilled, and it's got the nice scale to it, and beautiful streets to wander around, and cobblestones and stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It's very, well, the Dutch say gezellig. It's they have this word that basically means it's like cozy, but like times 10. And when you walk through the streets at night and you kind of see all the houses stacked up on top of each other, and because the Dutch don't really close their windows, they have this thing where they kind of
it's an interesting thing, yeah, especially in the winter where you can see everyone walking around their houses.
It's really interesting, and you see it's like almost like doll's house. That's one of the first things I fell in love with the city, because you walk along the canals and you almost see like doll's houses, you know, with little lights up, and you see people living their lives, and there's something very warming about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great city. Well, enjoy it. You think you stay there for a while?
Yeah, I officially got a citizenship here.
Oh wow, okay, a residence.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna give it a go, see what happens.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you.
Okay,
man.
so thanks for that set. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that.
So welcome.
We'll cut over to Helsinki in a second. Yeah. So
thank you for the Camden Chapel.
No, a pleasure.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So I just wanted to share the things I couldn't dig up before. So we have actually a couple of cool things just to show you guys quickly. So the first one is that we, with a local Camden band, really one of the classic, I would say, 2020 Camden classic bands, a band called the Healthy Junkies. We somehow managed to get them into a club. Of course, the club was totally empty, which was obviously the best we could do. But we filmed what I call a digital gig, which was a set with them, and I'll just give you a little preview of it because it was pretty cool and a lot of fun. So check this out. I don't know if you guys can hear me over the top of this, but this is the website and stuff. So yeah, so you just go digital gig. So we're trying to put a few of these up, and this is with the Healthy Junkie. That's Nina and Phil. They've been doing this band now for a while, and they're just a classic kind of post-punk, hard rocking, good fun band. So we had a nice time. I could play that whole thing. It's really great. It looks like we lost Harry. Hopefully he's filming out this camera probably. Oh, we have Sam is here. Let's see. Let me get Sam in a second. Yeah. So I mean, that's just like going out to a live gig. It's a great club in Camden called the Blackheart, and it's about it's one of these classic low ceiling, sweaty kind of places, and you get in there with a few beers and you just listen to music, and the band's right on top of you, and it's great. It's really an awesome place.
Yeah.
I miss all that stuff. In Helsinki,
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
You must have clubs like that in Helsinki, right?
Yeah, we have clubs like that, but they're all closed right now.
Yeah, of course,
sure.
Of course. I've been to a club like that in Stockholm. Stockholm has a really good hard rock and metal scene. A lot of stuff going on there. Yeah,
that was a heavy sound. I liked it.
Yeah, it's really great. It's up on the site, so go check it out. There's a category there called digital gigs, and they did a full set, but we had some technical issues because it was the first time we did it. But there are 3 really great tracks there, and yeah, I think
great energy.
Really great energy, and Nina's she's a sweetheart, and it's really great. And in fact, I can even tell you guys that we have a second one that we did where we fix some of the technical issues. So I'll even play a little clip out of that one. This is a new band, which is just, like Harry, just trying to get out and make your stuff going, and lockdown came, so they haven't been able to play. But we did get them also in the same club for a set, and I'll just give you a little taster of that one also. Yeah, so this band's called Tiffany Twisted. Yeah, it's another one. It's just great, and that's actually
Nice.
5. And they played 4 songs, and they did something which I really love. They're really classic rocker types. They did a double guitar solo, so that's one of their tracks in there called Blind Faith. So that's also up on the site. So if you feel like you're missing going out to a place like the Blackheart, which is a classic, sweaty, dark, loud, ears ringing, beer spilled all over you kind of place, at least you can tune it in and maybe try to get it up on your TV set and play it as loud as you can before the neighbors complain. Hey, Sam, we got you. How you doing out there? All right.
Hey.
Thanks for overcoming your technical issues, and we'll get you on. So we're gonna cut to Helsinki first and bring in. I want to say, Pihka is my name. Am I saying that right, or it's Pihka? Pihka. Does that mean something? Pihka. Does that mean something in Finnish?
It actually does mean something. It means resin. The sticky stuff from the trees, resin. Because we make like music that sticks into your head. Yeah.
I like it.
I actually lived my childhood in a place called Resin Alley, Pihka in Finnish. So that's where the name comes from.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It was really sticky there.
It smelled nice though. It smelled like trees. It must have smelled like
yeah. I love it. Yeah, we love the forest.
Beautiful up there.
Yeah.
I had a chance. I was in Finland briefly, but I spent last summer, not last summer, summer before, because last summer we didn't go anywhere. Summer of 2019, I was in the very north of Norway, which was amazing.
Yeah.
It's in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
So I think I could have walked to Finland at one point, but it was like some area where it was very close to between Sweden and Norway and Finland. You could do something. I don't know. It was really beautiful up there.
Yeah. Nice. I've actually never been to Norway.
No, me neither.
To Sweden multiple times, but never to Norway. We need to go there once.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna come to Norway and play our set.
Right. Tell us all a little about the band.
Yeah. So this is an electronic effort by us called Pihka Is My Name, and we've actually been working together in a previous band for we've made 3 records before this one.
Yeah.
But then we just it was like guitar music with like drums and everything. but we just sort of started gravitating towards more like sound design based music, like trying to come up with sounds that we have not heard before by doing like field recordings using like vintage synthesizers and such. And then it just became kind of like boring to have vocals on a song because it sort of like took the attention away from
From
what
all
we
the
were interested
soundscapes.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we are kind of like going for at the moment. So yeah, we just set up this band, and and we wanted to have like a front figure to the band and have it not be us. So we came up with this imaginary friend, an abandoned imaginary friend who is called Pihka, and she sets off on an adventure on her own, and you know, sees the people from the outside, sees that they have some problems with a climate emergency that is pretty urgent, that too few people are doing something about.
Right. Yeah, I know your
Yeah.
videos are really fun. They're very they're beautiful,
Yeah.
and in the colors that you guys have in your studio now, kind of in this kind of cool and chilled out.
Yeah, we
colors.
try to keep. Yeah, we try to keep the color code intact.
Nice, nice. So when you guys listen to music, is there any particular influences that kind of rattle around in your heads in terms of this kind of music?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we love cinematic music,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and our biggest influencers in that area are maybe Hans Zimmer
Hans Zimmer,
and Joe Hisaishi from
Japan.
from the Miyazaki movies.
It's like Miyazaki thing. Miyazaki movies like a big thing in the UK.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that like anima sort of? There's like a
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're kind of like anime
okay.
movies. There's some great music in those films. We are very much influenced by
Yeah,
that.
and amazing movies altogether.
Yeah, yeah. But also
They are
like
a big influence in Pihka's whole world.
yeah, in the whole world. But also like electronic groups like Röyksopp and Mew. Well, that's not so much like electronic, like
Yeah.
Mew from Denmark
Mm.
has been a big influence on us, and from Iceland,
Yeah,
Olaf
Kiasmos
Kiasmos.
and Olafur Arnalds.
Yes, that's been a big influence.
You get
And
to write all
Sigur
these names
Rós.
down. You have to put all these names in the
Yes.
chat when you guys have a chance. 'Cause I can't.
Yeah.
understand
We'll
what you look
put
like.
them up. Yeah. We probably you may know the bands, but we just pronounce them so differently.
Right. You pronounce them correctly. We call them something else. Like,
yeah, might be like that.
nice.
But also we are influenced by like big rock bands like Led Zeppelin. You know, like
Well, who is
the record
influenced by
Physical,
Led Zeppelin?
Graffiti.
Come on, yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the best thing. like
Best
like
thing.
listen to a song like Kashmir. Like it's like the most epic thing ever.
It is. There's so many epic songs, but Kashmir is awesome. We were talking. I was mentioning before about Madison Square Garden when I grew up, and I had a chance to see Led Zeppelin play in Madison Square
Really?
Garden. It was like it changed
What
my
year?
whole life. Really, 1977.
Oh
It was like I was a kid really. I had my bar mitzvah when I was 13, and one of my friends bought me these tickets for my bar mitzvah present. The greatest present
Whoa.
anyone could ever get. The most unbelievable
Yeah.
concert. And they played Kashmir
Whoa.
for like half an hour. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah. How long was the concert?
I don't even, like
4 hours?
I know easily 4
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, easily 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video of it
Well-
actually. I saw the video. I was traveling and I was in a rock bar, and they played "Stairway to Heaven" that they played at this concert on a video. So if you might see that one day, you might see me in the back.
Whoa.
My eyes spinning.
Yeah.
We used to listen a lot
Cool.
back in those days. We used to listen to Rick Wakefield. We thought he was like the
Rick
coolest
Wakefield?
guy ever.
No.
Yeah, he had this electronic album called the Five Wives of Henry VIII. Six Wives of Henry VIII. I forget how many wives he had. And each
I'm not
song is
familiar.
about one of Henry VIII's wives. Yeah, it's old Moog
okay.
synthesizer. He had like 20 synthesizers up on stage. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Really
great.
crazy. He was the man. Anyway, so tell us.
Yeah.
You got a nice piece for us. Tell us. Set it up a little bit for us, please.
Well, this is going to be our first like a proper live performance as Pihka Is My Name ever.
It's your debut
So,
performance. Very, very. Thank you.
Yeah,
for sharing
debut
it with us.
performance. So a little bit nervous about it, but it's gonna be good. And yeah, we have been working on this set for a long time. We're not using any computers to do electronic music. It's all like drum machines. Like this bass is an analog one. Then we're using an upright piano, a couple of synthesizers, and we are syncing all of it to our visuals. So
Awesome.
we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, is there a name for this piece? What do you call it?
Yes, this is Binaries. It's actually our first single that
Yeah.
we released in March.
March 2020?
Yes.
That's probably the only thing that 2020 is going to be remembered by. The debut release of
Oh,
Pihka Is My
yeah,
Name.
sure.
Yes.
I hope so. If that were only true.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's play it. Let's see what you guys got. So, yeah.
Ooh.
That was awesome. I really loved that. Wow.
Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That was like, that's as
Yeah.
close as I'm going to get to a vacation this month.
Yeah, where was the vacation at?
That was, I don't
Where did
know.
we
I was
take you?
like, I went off into like the ectoplasm somewhere. I was just floating around with that one. That's great.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we actually did 2 songs there, so got a little bit carried away.
Yeah, I mean, it just all kind of just drifts and like, you know, you can, like meditation, you kind of just like feel yourself floating away a little bit.
Yeah, that's the goal, really. When you're performing this material, you just need to like somehow get into a trance. Is that a word? Trance?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like
Yeah.
like a Zen state of mind
Yeah.
in English. But yeah, you just kind of like need to get lost into that energy.
And
Well,
hope that
it's
the
just really
listener-
rich, you know, and I think like you guys were saying before during the sound check, there's a lot of improv in it. So the magic of the kind of interaction between you guys, which is, you know, so
Yeah, we are doing
classic
that.
and jazz, but it's, I think in this it's really really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works in all music styles actually.
Yeah. If you're kind of like living in the moment instead of
Yes.
just playing like what you rehearsed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You kind of like rehearse like
The structure.
the structure
Right.
and try to stick into that. And like you need to have like a plan that you can like divert from.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you rehearse. And yeah. And
Yeah,
this kind
but
of
it's cool because
improvisation.
I think you know, a lot of times electronic music, the technology becomes so complicated that
Yeah.
it becomes rigid because it, you know, you have to so many cues and buttons and all this stuff that it's very structured. Otherwise, you can get lost. But you guys seem so
Well, I do have
comfortable
a
with
lot of
everything.
buttons here.
You do, yeah, you do. I saw that was very cool. A lot of buttons.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a really complicated device that I'm using to like as a master
Yeah, that's a
device.
challenge.
Yeah, that's a real challenge. Yeah, we have been rehearsing a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions or anything, we're going to play some more, but shoot them up on social, and we'll catch them after the next couple songs.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Like I have the YouTube chat open here, and I have some really nice comments here, like from Cheeky Little Productions.
Yeah.
He's having a heartgasm. I'd like to have a heartgasm. I think I did when I when we were performing that song. Heartgasm. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's how we want Pihka, the character, to feel. Like she's like this really sad figure, but so cute that you just want to like hold her and be her friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you got left for us? What are the next tracks?
The next track is called Assembly Out of Line. And this song nobody has ever heard before.
Yeah.
This is going to be like the first performance ever of this song. And it's going to be featured on our debut album in March. And how did we write this song? It was like an improvisation.
Yeah.
Once again.
You did some synth loops.
Yeah. I did some like really cold sounding synth loops. No, it was on the modular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was playing the piano, and then we got this pattern that you just couldn't stop playing when you started. It just never ended.
Yeah. This is a never ending song. So
yes.
yeah. Grab a beer.
So we'll be here for a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, I think that we were just like, this is like a good example of that trance-like state that you get into when you write this sort of music. Like we were listening to the track for like, 3 hours. We just let it play,
Right.
and after that we kind of like organized it into like 4 minutes of music.
Right.
But
Probably a different
yeah,
experience.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So everyone watching out there, you've been warned to turn this
Yeah.
loud and set your alarm for tomorrow morning at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Right. Wow. That was awesome. That was really awesome, guys.
We really want to come there to Camden, to London, to anywhere, and play this stuff in front of people. Make people dance to the, to the kick. That'd be great.
We got some great places for you to play also here. Really great places.
We're gonna play them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. No, as soon as we can get back in the clubs, man, we'll send you that. Get you over here. It'll be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do.
Okay, it's a deal. That's definitely a deal.
Nice.
We had we set up 6 shows actually this year, and I think we're gonna have to cancel all of them. It's like
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the situation is just too intense. Yeah.
It's just too much here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was really great. Thank you guys so much. We really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You guys are off to a good start.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel so relaxed now. I feel like I just did a yoga class and had a sauna or something.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we love sauna.
Yeah, of course. You guys are the home of sauna. No, this is like
we are.
The origin of sauna.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to have a sauna here because it's sometimes so cold. I mean, I think that the weatherman said that it's going to be like -19 at the end of this week, something like that.
Yeah.
So, and it's like snowing a lot right now. So, but it's good. You can go skiing. I love skiing, cross-country skiing,
Right.
Do that over the weekend.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to check in on Harry, see how Harry's doing out there.
Yeah.
You right there, man? Oh, Sam, I'm sorry, Harry. We lost Harry. I'm sorry. I'm so relaxed. I forgot, Sam, that we lost Harry. Harry had to go off in Amsterdam, go in the canal or something. You right there, Sam? Can you hear us? I can't hear you, though. You maybe need to turn your mic on or something.
We can just read your lips.
That's right.
You can mimic, right? Like really.
You look good, but we don't hear you.
Yeah. Nice shadow on your face.
We'll let Sam play with his audio for 1 second. I got one more thing to share with you guys. So it's just it's our little promotion for our T-shirts, which I just wanted to tell you guys a story about them. Let's see if I can get that to work here. Check this out. So we have a new line of shirts and stuff, which is cool. But this the T-shirt in particular has an interesting story to it. Which if you know Camden, we have this. We have the Camden has the horse stables. So the horse stables in the Camden market, this is the area where the horses used to carry goods around all of London. And so we thought we could make some artwork out of it. Just get a better picture of it here. Where is it?
Nice.
Yeah. So the horses. My thought about the horses was that during the Victorian times, they carried coal and all kinds of products around London through these tunnels. And there's a network in Camden of horse tunnels. And then they had tens of thousands of horses, on a yearly basis, carrying carts and dragging stuff all over the city. And of course, they had to have all the infrastructure of stables to take care of the horses and guys banging horseshoes and all this kind of industrial age stuff. And so my feeling is that the spirit of the horses are still wound into the Camden stables and the whole market area. But in general, the horses are kind of pissed off because they weren't treated particularly well and they had a very hard life. So now they come back as angry zombie horses. But when they hear cool live music, they get calm for a little while and you can kind of exist with them. But if there's not enough live music, the horses get really upset. So, yeah, so that's kind of my thought about the horses. So we found some nice, we found actually a really great tattoo artist Elisa, and she made this really cool design for us. So we got the horses and the flying guitars and everything. So we're happy about that. So let's see.
Nice.
Sam, did we get you back? There's some clicking there. We lost. Lastly, we lost your video. Maybe you need to kick your camera.
Yeah, we ran out of battery on the camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the battery to the camera. You can have us back then.
All right, cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Oh, I got you some. Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Hi. I had to log out and then log back in again. Sorry, it wasn't working.
No worries. How you doing out there? You all right?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Excellent.
Recovering from the mild panic of trying to sort things out, but it's fine. We'll go with Plan D.
Plan D. Yeah, no, it's just kind of the excitement of doing the live stream is we have that element of live performance.
Well, just danger.
Danger. It's very exhilarating though. Get your blood going.
I guess, yeah, you could say that, yeah. You could say that I wasted an hour earlier. That's another way of looking at it.
Well, you got it to work now, so send me what you did, and maybe next time someone gets stuck, I can share the same notes with them.
Well, I did nearly say to you I should have. I had enough time to just pre-record it in the time of it going wrong and actually being out, so I could have just done that. But no, it wouldn't have worked. I didn't realise there was all this chat. You see.
Yeah, the chat makes it kind of fun. It gives me something to do. I don't know if it's fun or not, but it entertains me. So at least one person's happy about it. So where are you now? Where are you tonight?
Me, I'm at my house in Leicester.
Leicester, okay.
Which is where I live. But I split my time between here and you were saying about canals. I actually live on a canal boat as well most of the time. Well, half the time. We'll be full time on it at some point. But yeah. So there. Have those guys finished now?
They're done. They're done. The stage, if we had it, would be all yours. But you have.
They've left stage.
Yeah, they're still here. We got their video back. So.
Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
We're gonna take a look at your performance.
I'm pretty much the absolute antithesis of you guys in terms of just being a man with a guitar. So.
A beer, and you have a beer also, which I'm jealous about.
A man, a guitar, and a beer. Yeah.
What else do you need? What else do you need to?
Exactly.
Easter, maybe? You know, why not? It's what night are we? What are we on? Wednesday? Tuesday? Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Yeah. I lost track of what day it is. Cool. Hey, well, just quickly, just want to say a big thanks to Pihka Is My Name. Really awesome music. We look forward to catching the EP. And we dream about having you guys in London. The whole album. Yeah. Wow, all right, awesome.
Yeah, there's an album coming in March.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe you guys will come back on the stream and we can introduce that and share that with everyone.
Yeah, we will definitely come back.
And big congratulations to the whoever does your artwork. That's really cool stuff. Really great work.
No, it's mostly ourselves. So thank you.
You guys are like multifaceted up there. You got like in the dark with your sauna and some computers, and you guys are like a full production company. Amazing.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, well, guys, thanks for that. And if you want to hang out and listen to a little bit of Sam, that'd be great.
We will.
Okay. All right. So, Sam, what do you got for us tonight?
I've got a few songs. I was going to play some stuff I released this year. Some stuff. No, not 2020, some stuff from the year before, and a couple of new bits that I've got coming out this year. Mixed bag of sorts.
Okay.
So the first song I'm going to play is one that I released during the first lockdown we had over here in the UK back in June or July, I think it came out.
Yeah, people are calling this Lockdown 1.0. Now we're up to version 3. Yeah.
3.0. Well, to be honest, here in Leicester,
you guys have had it tough for a long time.
Well, the pubs haven't opened since March, since the first lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've all taken to just sitting in dark rooms like this and drinking bottles of Budweiser and writing miserable songs.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
yeah, no, I'm sorry. You guys have really had it hardest.
It's been a slog, but it's fine. It's made even more fun with having children.
Yeah. I got two of my own, so I appreciate that. I'm sympathetic.
It's a good laugh. But yeah, this first song's a song called Best I Can Do, which I released in Lockdown 1.0. And it's about life being tough and just being able to do what you can do a lot of the time. And that's the best you can do. Yep. So yeah.
Okay, we're ready.
I wish that I could split myself in two, doing the best I can do, so I could be there for them as well as you. I'm doing the best I can do. Oh, I'm doing my best without you. Wish that I could split myself in two, doing the best I can do. But I'd rather I was doing this with you. I'm doing the best I can do. Oh, I'm doing my best without you. And I tried, that's all I can do. Oh, I'm doing the best I can do. Oh, I'm doing my best without you. I know I'm flawed, I know you know it too. I'm doing the best I can do. But is this really all I've got to look forward to? Just doing the best I can do. Oh, just doing my best without you. Yeah, some days I feel lost and confused. I'm doing the best I can do. And it might be hard, but then that's nothing new. I'm doing the best I can do. Oh, I'm doing my best without you. And I try, that's all I can do. Oh, I'm doing the best I can do. Oh, I'm doing my best without you. I wish that I could split myself in two. Cheers.
All right. Great track.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might just play through some, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, no, good. Good, yeah. We can chat afterwards, no problem.
How does it, is the audio all right?
I thought it sounded very good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because usually, because I'm pretty quiet, it usually does help to close mic, but as we have it, I've just got a couple of room mics up, so if I'm too quiet or too loud, I can move closer or further away.
I think you sound good. Stay where you are.
Right. The next song I'm going to play is a song called Break, which was on an EP that I put out a few months ago, that I recorded live, not live in front of an audience, but I did it in the studio, and it was just one take for all 4 tracks, start to finish, in the order that it's released in. Because usually I do add like production to my releases, whereas this was just literally just this guitar and me singing and a few microphones. Which I think,
different experience.
When I look at it retrospectively now, even though it's only a few months ago, I think that was probably born out of like my longing to play some live shows in front of a live audience.
No doubt.
I mean, you're getting the real ST Manville experience here. This is 90% of the show tends to be tuning.
Right, well, thank you for sharing the whole experience then. We appreciate it.
Well, I thought it was the best, it was the least I could do. And also, it's what you get for only really playing second-hand, hand-me-down free guitars.
Right.
I mean, the truth is, I only play this guitar because it looks badass, but it's a fucking pain in the arse the rest of the time. Oh shit! Am I supposed to not play a song?
That's okay. Don't worry. No worries.
We're past the watershed.
Way past. Yeah. Or it's a global thing. The world's just spinning around, and we're okay here.
You're getting the full experience there. I've got a tuner. I don't know why I'm not using it. I mean, in fact, I own two.
There you go. Almost there.
Right. All right. Okay. Thanks. This is Uncle Break. Break my heart. Break it in half. Keep one part and the other discard it, yeah. Break my will. Break it and see if I care. Take your fill, but don't you feel guilty, I swear. Don't be strong for everyone else. Just hold on. Do it for yourself. Break my bones. Make me feel low. Take off your clothes and leave them wherever they're thrown. Break my face. Take what little is left. It's easy to find. I keep it right here in my chest. Don't be strong for everyone else. Just hold on. Do it for yourself. break them if you think it helps. Break anything in mine, so long as you don't break yourself.
Great.
Thanks.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Was it really quiet?
I thought it sounded amazing. That sounded amazing.
Just quiet. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind. Well, I'll play another one, and then I've got swap guitars anyway.
Okay. Perfect.
So that gives us an opportunity to gas bag.
Excellent.
So this next song is a new one that's not been released yet. I've been playing it live for a year or so now. It's hard to tell, isn't it? You know, with 2020 basically being a time vacuum.
Yeah.
And I know it's a cliche that a lot of people say, but honestly, it's like, I think, oh fuck, I was doing stuff in February last year, and it literally feels like life has been paused since then, and it's nearly February now. It's bizarre.
Yeah, no, it's like time distortion.
It really is. So my oldest is 13, and he's been trying to get me to watch Rick and Morty for about 3 years or something.
You finally broke down.
I finally found the time. It wasn't about not wanting to do it. It was just having the time to do it during lockdown. Right. And I feel like 2020 could be the most Rick and Morty-esque year of all time.
Yeah, we've had a little trouble deciding what to watch as a group. I have 17 and 14-year-olds. So it's a bit of a battle to get control of the TV controller. We watched this one show, which it's okay, but there's like 1 million episodes of it, 10 seasons of it. We watched this thing called Modern Family, which was pretty
is it any good? I've never watched it.
It was okay. I mean, it was funny enough and in the middle between all the things all of us like that we could all sit down and watch it, and never ending 10 episodes.
Right,
million,
yeah.
You know, hundreds of shows. Get this busy for a while.
It's funny, isn't it? Those shows that just never seem to end.
This one is one of those. It just goes on, and it's interesting because it's about 3 families, and over the seasons the kids get older and older, and they start out as as you know, whatever, 5-year-old kids, and by the end of it they're teenagers.
So you actually watch your family grow up in it.
Exactly.
There's something nice about that.
Yeah, actually, we did enjoy that part. It was good. Although I think watching it, my kids regressed a little bit. So the TV kids were getting older, and my kids were getting younger somehow, which was not the direction I was trying to send them in.
Well, aforementioned 13-year-old has got a propensity since he was however young to, if I'm watching anything, if there's a scene with any kind of nudity or slightly risque kind of sexual content, he will always manage to walk into the room at the point where that happens. And but to an art form. And freakily, last night I was watching From Dusk Till Dawn, which I hadn't watched since I was a teenager. I used to love it as a kid, and I watched it. I was watching it again yesterday, and I don't know if you know that film, but like the whole first half of the film is
vampires or something, right?
Well, the first half is like a kind of classic Tarantino-esque script of gangsters, not all like, you know, like that kind of thing, and they take a family hostage, and then pretty much halfway through the film it suddenly just twists into this ridiculous B-movie kind of, I mean, it's not horror, it's like
camp. It's total like camp.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But there's a scene, so all the first half of the film, it's guns and it's a bit sweary, it's whatever, anyway. And then there's a scene where they walk into this bar, which is just this huge strip bar. are basically, and it's the strippers and that end up becoming these vampires. But there's no nudity whatsoever, and then suddenly all there is tits, like that's all you're seeing on the screen. And and he came downstairs, and he honestly, to the second, walked into the room at the exact point where they walk in, and it's just like naked women everywhere. And I was like, Reuben, you've done it again. I was like, I don't know how you managed it. You must think I'm such a sex pest. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Kids, yeah, they do that. Anyway, this is a song that's on the next EP. It's called Four Walls, and it's about family and being in the house with kids and that kind of stuff, and being away from it, and when they're not there, and all that good #emo dad stuff. So yeah, it's a song called Four Walls. Bricks and mortar, full of bits and bobs, shrubs and borders and stuff that we forgot. The sound of water and nipping to the shop, it's all these things. Early mornings, first words and first fights, feeling poorly and staying up all night. Friends calling round to say hi, it's all these things. And without your warmth, these rooms, they're just four walls. And I know it when you're gone, it's you who makes this house a home. It's you who makes this house a home. The taste of coffee, the smell of cigarettes, birthday parties and tripping up the stairs, doing homework and watching whole box sets, it's all these things. And without your warmth, these rooms, they're just four walls. And I know it when you're gone, it's you that makes this house a home. It's you that makes this house a home. And without your warmth, these rooms, they're just four walls. And I know it when you're gone, it's you who makes this house a home. It's you who makes this house a home.
Oops. All right.
Thank you.
Sorry, your songs end very quickly, and I'm like fumbling here, hitting all the wrong keys. In some way, it's a special time with the kids because like I don't know, people trapped on a boat or in prison or something. You build a special connection.
Well, as I said earlier, I have spent. As I said it earlier, I have spent a lot of the time trapped on a boat, but I've been trapped on a boat with food. It's been fucking horrible.
Yeah.
This guitar's a bit quieter, so I might move the one that I've just loosely aimed at the guitar a little bit closer.
So, who are some of the influences in your music? Like, what got you into writing songs and playing?
I've been doing it for over 20 years. Like as a kid, I started playing guitar because of REM and Led Zeppelin, which I know Led Zeppelin came up earlier.
It always does. It always does.
Yeah. So they were the two bands that really kind of made me want to play guitar, and then the band that made me want to perform was Oasis, unfortunately, which has a much different connotation, I think, to people that aren't British, because a lot of my mates that are American, they still see them as a credible band. I can't speak for Finland or other parts of Europe, but they're definitely not considered such here.
They had a moment. They had their moment. They had their moment.
Yeah, I mean, they were cool in the 90s, right? But yeah, it's weird because then I grew up and I was in loads of like punk and well, not loads. I was in one in particular, like punk and kind of like punk hardcore band that we did pretty well considering what genre of music it was. And it's funny because a lot of the people and friends that we made, like I say, especially in the States, who were playing in these like heavy bands that were really cool and whatever, they still were like, yeah, Oasis are amazing. and we'd all just be like, what the fuck you on about? Just didn't quite get it. But so I did that, and then I went on and wrote like I did a load of electronic music, not too dissimilar to what you guys are doing. We did live. I did a lot of stuff with MPCs. And
I got my beer, by the way. So cheers, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, we did too.
All right, there we go.
Drinking beer on YouTube.
Cheers.
Hi, Mom. Moi äiti.
Skål. Is it still skål in Finland? No.
Yes, it is.
Hey.
Skål. I say skål or kippis. Kippis, also good. Kippis.
Kippis. So a mate of mine actually is quite obsessed with Finland from when we played there and stuff. Could you give me the literal translation of bus stop? Because he's got this thing that he keeps telling me. And I don't know if it's true or not. Shall I just say what he's told me, what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was telling me that the word bus stop in Finnish is a really long word, and the literal translation is the place on the road where the bus stops.
Bussipysäkki. Yeah, it's sort of like
it
is.
Kind of is. Yeah.
You would call it. Yeah.
He's not completely bullshitting me then.
No, he's not. No. I mean, Finnish is a really long language. I mean, like there are books like Harry Potter books that might be like 700 pages in English. They're gonna be like 1,000 pages in Finnish.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But it sounds like it makes sense. I mean, you just like to use lots of words. I mean, we're bad for that anyway in English. So if you guys are even worse, that's saying something.
Yeah, we're pretty bad.
Anyway, I managed to completely transgress then, didn't I? And get lost.
It's okay. It's late in the evening, so we're just.
I'm also 5 beers deep now, so.
Right. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna play a song. I released this a couple of years ago. It was on an EP that I put out towards the end of 2019. A song called Footsteps. It's about, I guess, having some kind of separation anxiety, or more about like that moment when you snap out of something, when you're worried about something, you're stressed out about something, and then you have that sudden moment of clarity where kind of the real world comes back into color, and you go, right, all that shit that I was just worrying about, it was a fiction. It was stuff that I'd kind of imagined, and now I'm back in the real world, and it's about that particular kind of split second. Anyway, yeah, so Simple Footsteps. I heard words, but still my expectation is low enough to meet your reputation. But still, I want for you to prove me wrong. But this knot in my stomach keeps saying that you won't. And all the while, my imagination is running wild through every explanation, from drugs to death, from cells to sex. But it all just dissipates when I hear your footsteps. And it's not your fault, I know it's natural. Oh Lord, I know it's natural. Oh Lord, I know it's natural. I know my thoughts are as much of a reflection of my own flaws as they are of your intention. But still, I want for you to prove me wrong. But this knot in my stomach keeps saying that you won't. And all the while, my imagination is running wild through every situation, from drugs to death, from cells to sex. But it all just dissipates when I hear your footsteps. It's not my fault, I know it's natural. Oh Lord, 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 I know it's natural. It's another abrupt ending for you.
I was somewhat ready this time. I was somewhat ready.
Hey. Sorry, I realised halfway through the song, I realised I never actually answered the question you asked me.
I was going to ask it again. So yeah, so
right.
So we know it wasn't Oasis. That was your big influence, and we know it was Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but like of kind of more of an influence for what I do now is. It kind of starts from when I was a kid, though, as well. I grew up with Graceland was actually the #1 album the day I was born, and that was something that I'm pretty sure.
Graceland, Paul Simon's Graceland, or like.
Yeah, Paul Simon's Graceland. Yeah. Okay. So I think like my mum and dad owned that record, and I honestly don't remember a point in my life where I didn't listen to it consistently. You know, through all the different things that I've done in my life musically and things I've been into, that's been a constant for me forever. I think that kind of drilled home country music and songwriting and melodies, and that's really ingrained in me. And then the other thing is that a lot of like pretty much all of my dad's side of family are from the west of Ireland. So
that's where my grandfather's from Sligo.
He's not. Is he from County Mayo? Oh no, from Sligo. Yeah, that's Sligo, just south of us. Yeah. So they're all from Mayo, and so I grew up with that whole tradition of traditional Irish music and Irish songs, and listened to way too much of the Dubliners, I think, growing up. Nice. So there was that, and then also like now, like more contemporary stuff. I'm a huge fan of Counting Crows, especially early Counting Crows, and Mark Koslick's stuff like Sun Kill Moon. and Red House Painters, and Jason Molina. I don't know if you know Jason Molina. He's amazing. Yeah, from Song to Hire. So I like a lot of that stuff, and I guess just trying to write songs and not think too much about, if you write one that sounds different to the last. I'm just writing songs now. I've spent the majority of my life trying to write within frameworks and trying to put together projects that have like a sound and an atmosphere, and it's all that. And with this, it's just me and a guitar trying to just play the songs that I've written, really. Nice. And it's nice. It's quite liberating.
Sounds great. And the songs have been great, so I'm really enjoying them. So yeah.
Thank you. To keep up with that. Liberating feeling. I'm going to play a brand new one.
All right.
That's going to be on the next EP, but I only wrote it last week or the week before. So. All right, it's a song called Arbitrary. It's really sad. Just like those keys to my mom's, I carried you with me for so long. I can't stop checking my pockets regularly, but when we touch, now it is clear to me we're not in love. Maybe we've never been. Just like a hawk in the wind, I wish you wouldn't remind me I got nowhere hovering, flapping wildly, but when we touch, then it is clear to me I'm not in love. Maybe I'll never be. Everything's fucked up and everything's arbitrary. You're not enough. Maybe you'll never be. You're not enough. Maybe you'll never be.
That was a very sad song.
I told you.
Yeah, you delivered.
Yeah, nice.
It came with a caveat.
Yeah.
I was only going to play one more. Is that all right, or do you want me to fuck off? Because I can happily do that if you want. I can leave it on that really somber note if you want.
You know, I think you could probably bring us back a little bit. We don't have to be like, like dancing an Irish jig, but, like it could bring us out of the...
Well, funnily enough. John, do you know much Dubliners?
Yeah.
Well, how about I get through this really quickly and then we play a Dubliners song?
Oh, I like that. I like the way that sounds. Right.
Actually, should I do the Dubliners one first and then I'll end on...
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Just don't mind me, I'm just tuning again. This is...
It's good. It's part of the show. It's part of the show.
Yeah.
You could work an act with get an act going with a magician. You could the magician do stuff in between your tuning.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were going to say the magician could just tune the guitar for me like that.
No, that would take all the fun out of
it. For you, maybe, not for me. All right. Do you know Miguel Pine's Fusiliers?
I think so. Yes, I think so.
So I recorded this for one of my cousins as a present for Christmas.
Nice.
So this is Miguel Pine's Fusiliers, which is a traditional Irish song that I know the Dubliners version the most, and I'll definitely forget the lyrics. So I'm just making sure I don't fuck it up. Right, okay.
Improv on your own.
Here we go. And all down the glen came the Captain's man with the shovel slung behind him. He was in the pub, but they drank their sobbing up in the spike. You'll find them. They sweat mud and they washed them out with pints and quarts of beer. And now we're on the road again with Miguel Pine's Fusiliers. Well, I stripped to the skin with Dr. Flynn, lay down on the Isle of Grain. Then I knew the rule, no money if we stop for rain. What Calpine's got was a well-filled heart, his shoulders all ripped and sheer. Oh, woe to he who looks for tea with Calpine's Fusiliers. I've forgotten the verse. I remember the day that Berochet fell into a concrete stair. What the horse face said when he saw him dead, well, it isn't what the rich call prayer. On Navy shore was the one retort that made it into my ears. When the going's rough, well, it must be tough with Miguel Pine's Fusiliers. light if them won't join my eyes. We'll look out by these fuse.
That's a good. Those guys have a lot of good drinking songs, so they would appreciate that.
That was a drunking song.
That's the difference.
So I don't usually get on streams. I'll tell you now that the reason why is that I actually found out today that one of my closest mates doesn't have cancer, even though he had a biopsy, and we've been waiting for the results for like a month and a half. So I'm celebrating.
That's good. That's always good news.
And also,
not to have an illness.
Well, we were talking about how funny it was that to get good news in the current climate consists of having to have the real fear of it being very bad news first,
right.
And then it not be really bad news in order to have something that resembles good news at the moment.
Yeah, no, it is like that. It is like that. I feel like we were talking before, time is all weird and Groundhog Day. Every day I wake up and like there's nothing to look forward to in the way that we used to look forward to going out for dinner, meeting friends, seeing a show, traveling. And we're like in this weird routine where it's so narrow and so tight. I don't know.
It is, but also, do you think that's just because we've been spoiled for far too long?
I think that's part of it. It's part of it. And, and I appreciate very much trying to be better to the environment and be nicer to people and actually doing less and caring more about the things you do more is a big signal for us to kind of deal with. So
yeah, I think so.
I totally agree. Totally agree. I used to do a lot of work in technology. My background in the last 20 years have been making software and designing computer systems. And I used to travel all the time. And now I've done at least as much work in the last kind of year. And I haven't got anywhere.
Well, it shows you, doesn't it? And
you didn't have to make all those trips. And now that we're all used to not being summoned by the customers to go stand in front of them and bow down to them, like we can just get on with it. So it's some big enlightenment.
Yeah, that's nice. I think it's going to be interesting to see how everything shakes out at the end of all this.
Yeah, we'll see. I think actually we have a lot to learn from the Scandinavian countries. I think you guys have been way ahead of Europe in terms of thinking about the environment and having work and life balance and caring about stuff. And we should just put you guys in charge, as far as I can tell.
Well, I think they've definitely got the tax system in a much healthier place than we do.
We'll see.
But,
I
guess so.
All right, so you got one more song for us. So I just wanted to thank everyone for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Helsinki. No, it's been really good.
Yeah, thank you guys for sticking around while I make you miserable.
Yeah, it's nice to be miserable.
Miserable in a good way. Miserable in a good way.
It's called melancholy.
Yeah.
It occupies that space between like warm nostalgia and depression, I think. On that note, yeah, this is my last song. It's called Little Victories. I released it in 2019, and I think the message rings true as much now as it did then, if not more. Like just about finding the little things and holding on to the little positives. And I'm going to dedicate it to my mate who doesn't have cancer. So,
right. Good for him.
Well, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alarm set, cold pizza for breakfast. It's gone midday and I'm still not dressed yet. And I say simply, it's these little victories Everyone is sleeping, hockey on the TV. Washing up can wait until later on this evening. And I say sarcastically, it's these little victories stop me going mad or falling to my knees and giving. Everyone needs time to do nothing. I'm all right now. Everyone needs time to do nothing. Another month completed, scraped by the skin of our teeth. The rent bills are paid, and we haven't been evicted. So I say simply, it's these little victories. Running late, you say I look lovely. I make an awful joke. You laugh 'cause it's not funny. I think philosophically, it's these little victories that stop me coming out, falling to my knees and giving in. Everyone needs something to keep going. Everyone needs something. A little money spent, a memory that's priceless. Be a better man, a simple act of kindness. And I say seriously, it's these little victories that get me through the day. My responsibilities, but honestly, I need these little victories. I need these little victories. Not worthy. Not worthy. Stop it. Please. Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Not even the Oasis guys got that much applause when they were on the show. So
depends on what year.
That's right. That's right. Recently. Well, they were fighting when they were on the show. So hey guys, thank you so much. Especially you guys up in Helsinki, which is it's 2 hours past us here. So, but I guess it's all dark. What difference does it make what time it is? You wake up, it's dark. You go to sleep, it's dark. It's So yeah, just wanted to thank you guys again for making my evening. You know, I'm actually really the luckiest guy on the internet tonight because I get to hang out with you, listen to all your awesome music, and chat a little bit, and think about one day when we're all together, maybe in person, and we can have we'll set up some nice place in Camden and have a good show and a few drinks.
That'd be great.
Wow.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do
like
that.
Really,
we're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, really good fun.
Yeah,
really good fun.
having us as well. Really nice.
So yeah, so I have just one last thing, which let's see if I can figure out how to get this to play. Oh, wait a second. Let's see if I can do this here. Yeah, so unfortunately, my country is not in particularly good shape. So I thought the best thing I could do to play us out is to think about the future of I don't know. I talk to a lot of Americans, and everyone's so confused. You know, people tell me stuff, and I'm just like, these are reasonable people, but they've become so confused and so paranoid about everything that you can't have a conversation anymore. So I was talking to a lot of them today, and the U.S. is in a very dangerous place right now, and I'm really scared that in the next week or so, there's going to be a lot of violence and a lot of destruction, and a lot of people are going to be hurt for no reason.
Scary.
Really for no reason, and it's going to be shocking and whatever. So,
well, this is what happens when you have someone like Trump that's just been inciting a civil war for fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
if not
4
longer.
years,
It's just
or maybe
polarization of politics.
It's been 8 years actually that Trump has been inciting destruction. So I'm from New York, and I grew up with this guy my whole life, and nothing he's done has been a surprise at all to me. It's just been a freaking nightmare. Anyway, hopefully we're near the end of this. And
well, do you know what I was actually going to say? And this is it. And now that you've said that, I feel like I'm allowed to. You were saying about Rick Wakeman earlier.
The greatest.
And
the greatest guy.
He's a fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, the music. I don't know. As a guy, I mean.
I was going to say, because I can't listen to anything that he's ever played on anymore, because he's a proper full-on card-carrying, like,
oh no,
far-right Tory. He's a Freemason. He's like fucking in the Knights Templar fraternity. He's the guy. I'm sorry, is an asshole.
Oh no, I had no idea.
Of the highest order.
I had no idea.
Yeah, sorry to shout at that for you, but
we used to go to our favorite concerts when I was young was to go see Yes. We thought those guys were just like the most wicked guys of all time.
Well, do you know what? The rest of Yes are brilliant, but he was an anomaly as a personality.
But super talented. I mean, the music he made was incredible, really.
Yeah.
But
he was on Jules Holland Toot and Annie this year. Don't know if you watched it.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, and they had the two of them just wanking on pianos facing each other. It was... it was... Guess what it was? Oh, it was Boogie Woogie.
You know who's also become really kind of a far-right nut is John Cleese.
Oh, really? I missed that.
I know, from Monty Python.
I heard about that. Yeah.
He became a total tosser. It's like spectacular. Yeah, like
really?
I don't know. I'm worried that if I get old, I'll become a tosser also. Like that would.
I think that this is what happens to older people with money, though, regardless of their actual background.
Maybe we should take money away from old people then. Like, what the fuck do they need it for? If this is what they turn into.
Yeah, maybe that. Isn't this like? I might be wrong about this, but I have a feeling that the whole Monty Python lot came through that they weren't particularly from like working class backgrounds.
No, they were all I think they went to Cambridge.
They all went to like exactly, yeah. So I mean,
but they were funny. They were funny guys. Like when did they?
Oh yeah,
their sense of humor. It's like become Brexit.
I think 40 Towers is still one of my favorite TV shows ever made.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant show.
Mainly because he reminds me of my own dad massively. You know? Yeah.
Anyway, so so maybe just a good thought for the U.S. this week, because I think we need to send a lot of positive energy over there, because it's going to be a really major shit show this week, and starting tomorrow when they impeach Trump.
The inauguration and everything.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. So I thought I could play this on our way out. So I got a little treat for you guys. So again, thank you so much for the show, and appreciate your time and all the effort that went into it and the stress and whatever. And we look forward to following you guys, and please stay in touch. Let us know when you have releases, and we'll put them up on the site. And one day we'll sort out something and get you guys all playing in Camden. Have a good evening and invite all my friends down and everyone we know here in London. So
it's gonna be great.
So good night, and talk to you guys soon.
Ciao.
The funeral industry has been ripping off the public for more than a decade because